Welcome. Today we are going to focus on the topic of sustainability. Every year, about 30 to 40% of food produced worldwide is wasted. That is about 1.2 to 2 billion metric tons of food being wasted every single year. Over 2.5 million plastic bottles are thrown away every hour in the United States alone. Now think about what that amounts to worldwide. Every year, the United States generates over 243 million tons of solid waste. Stormwater drains capture rainwater on roads and move it into canals and eventually the ocean. This means antifreeze, gasoline, and any other toxins from cars go into our oceans. The Department of Defense warned in a report to the United States Congress that climate change is an urgent and growing threat to our national security that will aggravate poverty, social tensions, ineffectual leadership, weak political institutions, and threaten stability around the globe. About 800 million people live in extreme poverty and suffer from hunger. If we do nothing, this will increase year by year. Water scarcity affects 40% of the people in the world and is projected to increase. We're using 25% more natural resources today than our planet can sustain. We can prevent the worsening impact of climate change by reducing it, combating it, stopping it, and even adapting. We can start by focusing on sustainability in everything we do individually, professionally, and obviously organizationally in society. The ambassador of France once mentioned that businesses which actively take into account the issue of climate enjoy 18% higher return on their investments than those that do not. So again, if we're being socially responsible in our communities, we're going to gain an economic profit from it as well. Despite the damaging realities of pollution and climate change, many corporations are not self-regulating their operations towards sustainability, perhaps due to government subsidies rewarding firms to continue the status quo, perhaps from greed, both individual and corporate, and perhaps due to lack of proper regulations and or their enforcement. So we need to establish federal standards in every single nation. When it comes to private corporations and firms, what is regulated can be enforced and expected from all corporations. Global emissions in carbon dioxide have increased over 50% since 1990s. In the United States, during September 2015, the corporation that you know of very well, Volkswagen, was found guilty of manipulating emission controls in some of their cars through their installed software in willfully falsifying data to make it look like they were in compliance with the expected standards. During September of 2015, their stocks lost around 30% of their value due to this negative publicity, and is estimated to cost them around $18 to $20 billion. For corporate stewardship, some researchers say that it is critical for modern companies and leaders to grow profits in a responsible, ethical, and sustainable manner. So what is sustainability? In businesses, the United Nations takes a broader view of sustainability, defining corporate sustainability as a company taking a long-term perspective in creating value in financial, economic, legal, ethical, social, and environmental terms. Sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Sustainability is the ability of an organization to effectively and efficiently manage their core economic responsibilities while also proactively respecting the environment and being accountable to their stakeholders in a transparent manner. Think about these two different individuals. So the person on top here buys rights to AIDS medication, raises price from $13.50 to $750 per pill. And then the second person on the bottom of the slide here spent 7 years developing polio vaccine and shares it free of charge with the whole world. Who is a socially responsible and ethical corporate leader or individual? The top person or the bottom? Now, both individuals did what is legal. Neither one probably has violated any legal laws. However, we also expect our corporate leaders, our scientists, our experts to be ethical and socially responsible in their dealings. Martin Shkreli was a CEO of a pharmaceutical company, and he's been called basically a genius to a vulture. Shkreli's company raised the price of a drug called Daraprim from $13.50 to $750 overnight. During the early February 2016, he was questioned by the US Congress on why he raised the price by 5,000%. He chose to never answer any questions by taking the fifth according to the US laws. He earned the title of the most hated man in America, because those pills are needed by some individuals to survive, to stay alive. On the opposite side, inventor of the polio vaccine, while there is no actual cure for polio, thanks to Dr. Jonas Salk, there is a way to prevent it. Before Dr. Salk invented the vaccine for polio, people were forced to live in fear of the infectious viral disease. Sort of like what's happening right now with the COVID-19 coronavirus. People are living in fear. So an effective modern leader is one who can benefit more than just a capitalist by being a social entrepreneur who can benefit others through his or her innovations, creativity, and efforts in a socially responsible and sustainable manner. The Cree Indian proverb goes something like this: only when the last tree has died, in the last river been poisoned, in the last fish been caught, will we realize we cannot eat money. It's a good proverb to keep in mind. Profitability and greed can only take you so far. It's your adherence to the values of legality, ethics, social responsibility, and sustainability that makes you a good leader, a good corporation that is valued by all. You see, at this conference about climate control and sustainability in Lahore, Pakistan, with me, the ambassador from Italy said that it's a moral obligation to protect the future of our children. Think creatively to develop green standards. Going to the ambassador from France, she mentioned that we expect all leaders from around the world to find and implement solutions to mitigate or adapt to climate change. It's the managers' and leaders' responsibility to do everything they can to make their operations sustainable. So remember to operationalize the 5 R's in every part of your work. Reduce, reuse, recycle, renew, and respect the environment. Reduce waste, reuse whenever possible. Recycle as much as you can. Renew your efforts towards sustainability in climate control, and respect the environment. In summary, we can say that over the past few years and decades, ethical managers, leaders, and socially responsible companies in the emerging markets have begun to adapt more corporate social responsibility standards and corporate sustainability as a competitive advantage strategy for their economic success, for their legal success, for their ethical success, and obviously for their social responsibility success. Good luck being socially responsible individuals and corporate managers. Remember that ethical behavior is a skill. You need to evaluate and improve your ethical muscles in fitness every single day. Good luck.